Hey man, so last night I had a damn epiphany. I have been playing the wrong games for my entire fucking life. Damn, for game of the year we got Spider-Man, Alan Wake, Zelda, Baldur's Gate. Yeah, okay, yeah. This list is kinda mid. Where the hell is Class of '09? I am not lying when I say this little seemingly innocent visual novel is the most entertaining game I've played this year. Like, bro, I don't think there was one time during my whole playthrough where the dialogue wasn't mind-bogglingly hilarious or the craziest words I have ever heard uttered in my life.
Hey, wife, something on your mind?
Yeah, there's something I've been wanting to say lately.
Oh, what's that?
The N-word.
What the fuck? Like, bro, they just be saying this shit. Normally, the amount of double takes I made while playing this game is ludicrous. Like, bro, who is writing this shit? No, like, I'm genuinely curious. How does half of this shit come across your mind, bro? Not to mention the voice actors. Yo, I need to know, what are you paying them in? Gold? Kawaii dinar? V-bucks, nigga? Whatever it is, I promise you it's not enough. It's actually so surreal how good they are at bringing this dialogue to life. It's scary. Okay, enough dick writing. Usually I don't trust the kind of games I find on TikTok. Because, yes, I did find this game on TikTok. But, bro, I saw one clip of this game, and I immediately knew I had to download it. Like, on paper, a visual novel depicting the lives of a bunch of fake and a bit uncanny high schoolers in 2009 seems a bit questionable. But trust me, this shit might be one of the most mind-bendingly amazing games I've ever played in my life. Because it's not really just a game about sociopathic anime teens, but really just using this game as a kind of cover to talk on some heavy topics in probably the most unorthodox way possible. It's just so crazy to me how this game isn't more popular than it already is. Like, I was deadass waiting on Markiplier or someone to drop a video about this game so I could mooch off the search traffic. I mean, so I could get his very valued thoughts and opinions on this game. Okay, but I'm done edging you now. I'm sure you actually want to see this game I'm talking about. Surprisingly, this game actually has a coherent storyline and general plot to follow that's split up into like 15 different endings. In the first one, by the way, there is a second one. But I ain't really got $15 right now. Yeah, haha, laugh it up, nigga. I can see your ass through that camera, you black bitch. But trust me, the first one is all we need. For this video, at least. So, in Class of '09, you play as the very wholesome high school girl, Nicole, whose hobbies include manipulation. Yeah, no, that's pretty much actually it. And you know, the fucked up part is, I actually went into this game trying to make all the good choices, because I thought that's what I needed to do. But yeah, I quickly found out that Nicole's a little,
Whatever, everything's fine. My mom said the bullies go nowhere and smart kids like me become notable adults.
The most notable thing you could do is killing yourself before graduation. Then your dad can cry in front of school assemblies next to a black and white photo of you.
Yeah, Nicole's a bit evil and a little sociopathic. She even says so herself. And would probably watch a man die in the street because they accidentally got blood in her black and white high-tide Vans. But hey, you know what they say? Everyone's a product of their own environment, and Nicole's environment just happens to include a single mom, her older brother who's a pedophile, and a dad that really puts the dead in deadbeat. Aw, he even left her a little note. Well, you know, at least he hung it with the Cookie Monster magnet. But due to Nicole's circumstances, or I guess just fucked up life, she's forced to always be moving all around the place and changing schools. And her next school to attend is, wait, does this school have a canon name yet? Well, it doesn't matter anyways, because Nicole is on a personal mission to fuck shit up. And it's at this point where you get to see this game's main selling point. It's not a dating sim, it's a rejection sim. And you get to test that out on our first unlikely anime boy suitor, Crispin. Aw, and he wants to show us around the school.
No. I could show you around. Like a school tour. You want to do that? You up for that?
I'm gonna be honest, you seem like the most boring piece of shit I ever met. Well, wait, most I've ever met would mean you stand out in some way. You're a very run-of-the-mill waste of time.
Oh my god. Yeah, so she just be casually cooking people like prime 2016 Berlizzi, and I'm all here for it. Like, look, I was in high school in 2009, but if this is how the girls got down, I might have been cooked. Like, these bitches' insults nowadays consist of, oh, cha, you really thought you ate? Bye. Like, that's so funny, bitch. Wait, What's this in my back pocket? What? It's a strap! But Nicole's insults are so hurtful, they should low-key be registered weapons. But hey, I can't blame her, because all of the dudes here are either stupid or sex offenders. Nah, scratch that. They're all sex offenders. But thankfully, Nicole finds someone equally as fucked up as her in her maybe low-key, sorta best friend Jekka. They're just two girl bosses doing girl boss things, like ruining people's self-worth, and framing teachers for assault and then bawling out at the mall with all the court case money. You know, just the kind of friendships you want in life. But besides that, this game kind of gives you a loose idea of what you need to do. And if you want to treat it like a dating sim, I guess there's like 3 different routes with 3 different dudes. But yeah, you probably shouldn't treat it as a dating sim, because if Nicole heard you say that, she'd probably call you a mouth-breathing weeaboo loser who sits on their ass all day watching animated TV shows for kids. Oh, wait. Well, I guess they're less of roots and more of who Nicole can drive to a near psychotic breakdown first for the shits and giggles. And for our first root, why don't we talk about the embodiment of every teenager who thought liking Shadow the Hedgehog and listening to sped up Nightcore remixes of Linkin Park makes them cool and mysterious, but secretly is a really big brony. Crispin! Again. So yeah, like I said, he shows us around the school and brings us to the benches to tell us about video games. And I'm not gonna lie, he low-key spitting facts. $10 for a DLC gun is highway robbery. And he also says, well, you know, a lot.
I'm a thin girl. Do I fucking look like I play video games? I'd rather play dead at a necrophilia convention.
Oh, well, yeah, you know.
I know what?
Did you hear about how Mountain Dew makes guys sterile?
But aside from his odd Google facts, in this part we can also meet Jeffrey, who has his own route we can talk about later, getting bullied for liking anime because it's 2009 and RDC World hasn't made liking anime in the black community cool yet. So until their YouTube becomes a thing, white people really have nothing to go off of.
Why would you upload videos to YouTube?
But after ditching photography class, Nicole goes to use the restroom only to be met with Crispin just hanging out in the girls' bathroom. And in only like a day or something of knowing Nicole, he says he wants to be with her because she's so deep and just mature, you know? And we get the choice of just leaving or staying and entertaining this idiot. And obviously I chose the choice where I'd have to keep talking to the guy in the Warped Tour shirt.
You want to get to the emotional part? Huffing developer is a lot more exciting than this.
Look, it's just, I don't know. People don't understand me. Like, this girl saw I was listening to pop punk and was like, I thought punk was anti-pop. Like, she didn't understand.
I would have told you the same thing. Pop punk's for boring suburban kids who want to live in LA.
Yeah, let me stop you right there, Nicole. I live in LA, and I'm broke, and don't live in the suburbs, and you'll still catch me blasting Blink-182 like an emo dude who still wears a tap-out hoodie and whose personal role model is Derek Whibley. A couple hours later, Nicole's at home complaining about something again, until she gets a text from a certain guy she had the pleasure of talking to, once again in the girls' restroom. Oh, and he has a little surprise for us.
I wanted to show you what you do to me. Show me what? I don't see. Oh my god, all 3 inches of it? What the fuck? Why?
Crispin, you a dumbass, bro. See, you probably took the picture from the top instead of the side. See, if you gonna do it, you gotta get the angles right. Oh yeah, but I decided to be evil and
On here, we having fun? You hear the new drops at the CD shops?
Oh, hey, Crispin.
Yeah, I would have, but my after school time was kind of short.
Yeah, it wasn't long at all, right?
Oh, sucks to hear, bro. What happened?
Literally everyone at school seen your micro penis.
Yo, in my defense, they gave me the choice. So yeah, the whole school clowns him because it turns out, unfortunately, Crispin is not packing. And Nicole's mom confronts her about it and asks her if she's okay. But Nicole sees this as a potential come up and tries to emotionally manipulate her mom into buying her new clothes to help her get past the trauma she endured by seeing Crispy's micro penis. But her mom's not listening at all and says instead of that, she's just gonna call to get him expelled and what the fuck?
Well, guess who didn't get expelled? Mom called again and threatened with a lawsuit. She forgot one crucial detail, though. I'm on the assisted income lunch plan, so they knew she couldn't afford a lawyer. Like 6 different alimony checks, and they're all going to hair bleaching. So we're moving. Again. Swear to God, I can never be satisfied. Not until it's too late.
So yeah, the first time I played this, That caught me the fuck off guard. So this is one of 15 different endings this game has. And I showed Crispin's route first because this one might be one of the more tame endings in this game. Oh yeah, and you also get these weird ominous and not vaguely threatening at all text messages from an unknown number after every ending. Usually saying something related to the ending or just venting about something. But ignoring that probably not important part of the game. I don't know if I'm allowed to have a favorite character because everyone in this game is kind of horrible. But I'm sorry, man. Gun to the back of my head, cross my heart of hope to die. Kyler gotta be my favorite 2000 white boy jock that has ever jocked.
It's an art course anyway, like doing your makeup's a huge step down.
What's up, you whores?
Wow.
So Kyler's the school's stereotypical meathead athlete who plays on a team for a sport you will never guess, lacrosse. Hey, put some respect on lacrosse name, bro. Hey, that shit get devious in the cut. Yeah. Yeah, cook that nigga, cook. But we can meet Kyler on our first day if we decide to tell Crispin to screw off and ditch class. And for some reason, he's just decided to pop some perks in the middle of the hallway. And going against my better judgment, I totally pop perks with this guy. I mean, come on, how could he be suspicious? He's white. But unfortunately, it seems like this teacher isn't racist and catches us with our perkies. But I guess Nicole isn't a communist because she's like, our perkies? Nah, your perkies. And pins it on him. But hey, I think it was actually a good thing we got caught, because apparently he's a benzosexual. I don't know. I think it means he's attracted to Mercedes or something. But we begrudgingly bump into this man again, this time in gym class, and he completely ignores us trying to ignore him, and is trying to get us to come over to his house so we can see the new stereo his dad bought. But we go over to his house anyways, because I just like ignoring red flags right now. And Nicole really came here to steal shit, but he plays lacrosse. So the only thing you could probably steal is a sense of self-worth. But he decides to ask us out for no other reason than we're a girl. And Nicole decides this is a great opportunity to screw with this idiot. And says if he wants to date her, quote unquote, impress me or die trying. And you won't believe what he does next. So fast forward a little bit, and it's just a normal day at school for Nicole. You know, the guidance counselor tries to make sexual advances at her. Their gym teacher gets outed for having illicit relationships with her classmates.
Rock on, coach.
Just normal shit. Oh yeah, and there's a school bake sale today, and Kyler, what the fuck are you doing? So yeah, this is Kyler's way of impressing Nicole. But I mean, hey, you could have bought her like a John Lennon shirt or something. Isn't that what girls liked in 2009? Okay, but I guess it falls onto us to get this guy off the rooftop. But don't worry, reverse psychology never fails, and it's a tried and true negotiation method.
Oh God. What was that 90s TV show? Did I do that?
So, you could actually get 2 endings off of this, depending on what choice you picked. If you choose to be his girlfriend so he definitely jumps, you get to use his house key and steal all his Percocet, and then get put into a rehab with a bunch of crackheads. Or, the cooler option, tell him you don't give a shit so he does jump, and you get revered as this mystical seductress lady who has the power to make boys kill themselves over you. And start a YouTube channel off that and become YouTube famous. So rehab or YouTube fame, it really doesn't matter because you're still gonna do drugs. Alright, so with those 2 out the way, let's talk about our final victim, I mean suitor, that one kid we saw getting bullied a couple minutes ago, Jeffrey. You already saw how we met him, getting his shit pushed in for liking Naruto. But you can have a follow-up conversation with him when you both decide to not do gym class. And obviously it ain't that hard to see that he's supposed to be the nerdy, weird kid of the school. And he also looks a bit like Harry Potter, am I wrong? Yeah, so Nicole's making fun of him for liking cartoons or something, and tells him he should watch mature and gritty television for adults.
What? Do you mean like porn?
What?
No, just-
Yeah, so Jeffrey decides to use this opportunity to tell us about his, adult video addiction. But with Nicole being insane in the membrane, decides like always, this is a great chance to fuck with this dude. And gets Jeffrey to reveal his wild ass fetishes to a girl he just met 1 day ago. And, I don't even know how to explain to you what I was hearing. This man's brain is cooked, bro.
So you like him how much taller than you exactly?
At least like 12 feet taller? Preferably 50. I want to be picked up with only 2 of her fingers.
Hey, oh, and this is 2009. You know this man was on the worst websites. This man's computer has seen war. This nigga's hard drive probably has PTSD. And sometime later, Jekka spots him in the hallway, and oh yeah, before I move on, I've only acknowledged Jekka like once so far, but I just need to say she makes every scene she's in like 10 times funnier, trying to get our resident gooner Jeffrey to buy her a soda with his lunch money. But he can't this time around because his mom's been wondering where his money has been going.
Aw, you're mean. You don't like me anymore.
Again, I'm sorry, I just don't know.
Maybe I should grow 40 feet. Then you'd really like me.
Hey, how'd you?
Maybe if you took your shoes off and stepped on his face.
I can't believe this. She told everyone?
So Jeffrey starts getting flamed up by the entire school because they found his goon journal. Hey, but Jeffrey, a nigga like me, I'd honestly have to air out that whole bitch after that one. You feel me? I wasn't serious. So in like the span of 2 days, Jeffrey starts dressing like a right-leaning conservative who goes home and watches Own the Libtard compilations. And this is like the first time in the whole game where you notice the atmosphere kinda start to change. Where it's like a switch has been flipped and yeah, it's still the same witty class of 09 dialogue, but somehow you're not really being invoked to laugh. So Jeffrey's mad at Nicole because she made him more of a laughing stock than he usually is by telling everyone about their conversations. And Nicole's being her usual emotionally inept self and not really caring, and letting this just go through one ear and out the other. Jeffrey keeps going on though, trying to ask why she is this way, why she would even waste the time talking to someone she doesn't even like, if she would even care this could drive him to hurting himself or worse. And all Nicole has to say is,
I'm sorry, did you think I have any form of emotional attachment to you?
like, damn! And yeah, while that shit kinda gave me a chuckle, it was kinda then when I noticed the lines kinda started blurring between comedy and something else. And I'm not gonna act like you're stupid and don't know where this is going. I'm sure you guessed where this is headed already. But from dialogue like this and the messages you get in the endings and after the endings kinda clued me in, like, oh, so this isn't just a funny visual novel with anorexic anime teenagers. And I mean, yeah, you can't blame me for thinking that at first. The developer really sprinkles in the serious shit, so it's few and far between. I mean, there's only a route in the game where your necrophiliac gym teacher chokes you to death, or a route where your photography teacher is the spearhead of a pseudo KKK Aryan Brotherhood and turns the whole school into white nationalist Klansmen. So yeah, this game bounces between serious and absurdly hilarious topics often. And hey, that might just be a testament to how talented the developer is. There's so much things that are great about this game and how it never fails to make me feel horribly fantastic, if that makes any sense. And honestly, I wholeheartedly 100% recommend playing this game for yourself and supporting it so we can get more of this kind of shit. And if you like the video so far, hook your boy up with a like. If you guys really want it, maybe I'll make a video talking about all the endings in the sequel.
It's not even like games, it's just apps. Like, there's an app for this, there's an app for that.
Is there an app that'll make you fuck off and kill yourself?
Or the anime when it drops? What the hell? Oh, but come on, you didn't think I'd leave you with that, right? Before I go, there's something class of 09 really tries to beat into your head. It's just masked by the comedy, so you don't think about it too much. Throughout the whole game, Nicole is just this wise-ass, emotionally distant valley girl with impeccable comedic timing, who gives no shits about anything and does whatever she wants in a world that gives no shit about her. And you kinda wanna respect that in a way. There's probably a lot of people out there who want to relate to Nicole and want to be like her. But you know, that's just the thing. There's probably a lot of people out there who relate to Jeffrey, but since you're seeing this through the eyes of Nicole, Jeffrey's just that one loser who watches anime and chokes a chicken to Mount Lady. But just hear me out for a second. If you can get all 15 endings in this game, you could get a secret ending that continues off another ending where you graduate from school. But not before telling everyone in attendance how horrible this place is and how they all could go fuck themselves. I mean, hey, it was pretty funny in the moment, but Jeffrey finds Nicole and Jekka in the hallways and gets angry at her because he was the valedictorian and he was the one who actually gave her the stage to make her surprising speech, and tells her she could have gotten him in some big trouble for pulling something like that. But as we know already, Nicole really doesn't care. And this is the second time we get a scene where the switch has been flipped and the atmosphere is just not that funny anymore. Jeffrey starts laying into Nicole, saying how everyone treats her so nice because she's pretty and all she wants to do in return is hurt people, and how she wouldn't last if she had to be lonely and miserable like him for a day. And Nicole returns the sentiment by saying how what he goes through pales in comparison to what she has to go through as a woman just to live in a society dominated by pedophiles and assaulters and idiotic men who just don't care how their actions affects her or women in general. They go on for a bit longer about this, trying to get the other person to understand that they'll never understand how it feels to be them. And the conversation just ends with a perfect,
I guess we'll never know.
it's kinda aggressively in your face in a way, right? Almost like they're pulling the curtain back and straight up telling you what they're trying to get across. And yeah, it's easy to think that the purpose of this scene is just to lay out the vast contrast in Nicole and Jeffrey's life to make you feel for them, but no, actually the opposite. While yes, this game is trying to bring attention to the fucked up situations and horrors a woman goes through on a daily basis, and also the tragic life of a social outcast who's been branded a loser and a nobody by everyone around him, it doesn't want you to compare their situations. It wants you to realize how actually shitty they both are as people. Nicole literally goes out of her way to harm and mess with people for no other reason than she just can. She ruins people's lives normally and justifies it because everyone's a horrible person, so they deserve it. And like I was saying, there's probably a lot of people out there who may think this is just girl boss behavior. And unfortunately, since I'm not a girl boss, I can't say for sure. But just remember, Nicole is a sociopath. A person who cares little to none about the emotional or physical well-being of others. And surprisingly, Jeffrey isn't any better. Of course Jeffrey didn't deserve any of the bad things that happened to him throughout his life. No one ever does. But the way he chose to move past it was not moving past it at all and just becoming the embodiment of self-doubt and misery. And you could see that by the messages he leaves you at the end of every ending. Always somehow making your situation about him and how miserable he is. And he also never takes a second to step back and realize how his words or actions could possibly affect how he's perceived. Like he literally went out of his way to tell a random girl he met 2 days ago about his wild porn addiction. Who does that? His seething hatred for the world even drives him to commit an unspeakable act. And the thing is, Nicole and Jeffrey never realize their misery is of their own doing. And what do you get when you cross two equally miserable people? A pity party, like this whole scene was. Just trying to one-up each other with their problems to prove who has the worst life. I promise you, everyone you have ever met in your entire life has their own kind of sob story. But you'll always notice that the successful ones are the people who never allow themselves to succumb to their own demons, who keep fighting in the dark even when it seems pointless. Look guys, it's easy to be like Nicole and Jeffrey, going through life without caring about anything and making yourself out to be the victim in every situation. But it's 100 times harder to not be like them and use your struggles and hardships to catapult yourself into a better life. So no matter how long it may take or how pointless it may seem, don't be a Nicole and don't be a Jeffrey. Be a Kyler.
Yeah, making friends.
Yo, what's up? This is Kyler. Let's break this gay-ass photo lab.
Oh my god.
Fuck photography. It's for people who like animals.
Nicole, leave my office. Kyler, could I have a word with you?
Yeah, what's up?
You're expelled.